This is my passion. This is Ike's Outdoors. Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do a product review on the Firefly electronic wind detector. You can see the Firefly here. This is a nice small device. It's about 3 ounces, so very lightweight without the lanyard I've got hooked to it, the gear keeper. It's waterproof with the top on it. It's about 4 inches. Overall size on it is 4.63 inches on height, so about 4.5 inches, a little over, 4 9/16 inches tall. So really it's about the size of a small flashlight. With the top on this thing, it is water resistant, but you got to have the top on there. So we'll take the top off here, and you can see we've got a nice piece on top here. It looks like an acrylic of some type, very thick, very well made. And then on top of that, we've got a compass. And this has got a couple patents on it, and it's a very simple product, but a very effective product, which is something you guys know I really, really like. So it's got a board in here. This is a board. This is a very precision made board. It's all made by a computer or made by a robot because of the way it has to be made. So it's a very precise board, and I've noticed I've hunted with it. I've had zero trouble with it. So it's not, I mean, something I would throw around, of course, but under normal hunting circumstances, I've had zero problems with this thing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to push this button. It's got a nice little button on the side, and you're going to see the LED lights turn on. So our LED lights turn on. For 3 seconds, it's going to take readings of the wind direction, and it's going to take those. It's going to take 64 readings per second. I was hoping the wind was out of the other direction, so it would you guys could see it. But you can see I've got 2 lights here on the side, and those have lighted up. And I've got my compass on the top, so it shows me, because there was 2 lights, it means the wind is coming in between those 2 lights. So it's coming out of the southwest. And you can see here today, there is no movement behind me at all. The wind is very, very still today. So pop the top back on it, and you're good to go. You've got your precise wind direction even when it's very, very still outside. And I'm going to show you guys this. I know the wind's coming out of this direction, but we're going to take a reading. And you can see there, it's going to get all confused now, but it's pointing directly at me, and all I was doing was blowing on it very, very lightly. So it doesn't take hardly any wind direction or any wind movement for this thing to pick it up. Very, very sensitive to the wind movement and very accurate. I've had when I was out with it Sunday in the field, the wind was really blowing and it was kind of swirling, so I took this thing out and oops, got turned off. And it will go off too if you leave it on. It'll go off after a little bit. But after when the wind was blowing really hard Sunday morning, it was swirling, and I took a couple different readings with this thing, and you could tell, I knew exactly where the wind was coming from, and it hit it up very good. A night like this where it's very, very still out here, took a very good reading, even with me just blowing on it. Took a very good reading from there as well. Takes a couple AA batteries in this thing, and that's with that it weighs 3 ounces with those batteries in there. So very, very little weight to the thing. And one of the nice things about it is you can use this thing in the dark. So obviously, it's got nice bright red LED lights on it, so obviously it's going to be able to read in the dark. 64 readings per second, so 3 seconds is average time. It can take a little bit longer than that, so it can take up to 512 readings over a period before it gives you an exact wind direction. But I've noticed the company says it can go as long as 8 seconds, but it's never taken more than 3 seconds for me to get a reading on it. So take a couple of screwdrivers to take your battery pack off, which it comes with it. You just pop that right off there and put your new batteries in it. Like I said, with the top on it, it is wind resistant. You can buy this separately. We've got a gear keeper here. It's got a little hook right on the top of it, and it's got a really easy to use lanyard system. You can pop your Firefly right onto this thing, and you hook it, like here I can hook it to my belt loop, or I can hook it to my pack, and that's where I keep mine. I keep mine hooked to my pack, where it's right there and it's handy to use. And you can take this thing and you can pull it out just like that. This thing has a nice long cord on it. It's got a good coating over the top of it. It's a good, tough, durable coating. When it comes back to the thing, it's flush. There's nothing for it to seat in. This is a very long lanyard system, so you can see there, this is a very, very tough cord. You can see it's like a braided steel with a coating on top of it. Weight rating on it's not going to be very high. You know, you're not going to want to put a set of binoculars on this thing or something like that, but it handles the Firefly very well. And like I said, hooks up very easy to have the Firefly right there. So that's pretty much it on the Firefly. It's a very, very affordable product. It's about, it's 59 bucks. I don't even think it's 59. I think it's $49. I had that wrote down, but I've walked off and left it. So it's a very affordable product, and I think that a deer's nose is the hardest thing to beat. I can fool a deer's eyes, I can fool a deer's ears, but if I get winded by a deer, if I don't have the wind in my face or the wind in my favor, and I can be scented up, I can have everything on, and somehow that deer still smells you, it's something that when a deer smells you, they usually don't give you a second chance. They usually run off. If they see you or hear you, sometimes they'll give you that second chance, but I've never had a deer smell me and get downwind of me when they didn't blow. So that is in my opinion, the animal's #1 defense is their nose. And the way to beat that nose 100% of the time is to have the wind in your face and have that animal upwind of you. If you get that animal downwind of you, then you're going to get busted. And the best way to do that is know the wind direction. And this gives you very precise readings and gives you very accurate readings even in the dark. Temperature wise, this thing will work in very, very low temperatures and very high temperatures, so you don't have to worry about the elements as far as the temperatures go. Pop the top on it, 100% waterproof, and you don't have to worry about the rain. So with this lanyard system, this gear keeper, you can just pop this thing right there, pull this thing out, take readings. I know in the bottom of draws, in the bottom of some deep valleys when I hunt, the wind can change and the wind can swirl down there. So it's very nice to have something like this that can give you an accurate wind reading in just a few seconds without having to spray a bottle or drop something and let it carry it away on the wind. I really like this Firefly, and I think it's a fantastic product. So far in my field, I've used this hunting a few times, and I had very good luck with it, very good results with it, and I'm very, very happy with it overall. I really like the gear keeper too. I really think that's a fantastic way of keeping that right there where you can use it. So check this out. We'll put the link down here on the bottom of the screen, and of course we'll put one down in the description below. But the website is huntfirefly.com, and they got a few other products on there. They got a waterproof broadhead box that we tested out, and you'll be able to see that video as well on our website, which is ikesoutdoors.com. So be sure to visit that. Be sure to hit us up on Facebook. Just search Ike's Outdoors. And if you're watching this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and the like button on here. We really appreciate all the support. So appreciate you guys watching this video, and look forward to hearing from you guys, see what you think about the Firefly.